Hi there, my name is Alnalana and I enjoy playing Strange Horticulture. Okay, let's get into this game and continue here. Day 5, Tuesday. She lives alone in the castle to the northwest of the abbey. She buried her husband 3 miles to the east where the Everheart grows. Castle to the northwest of the abbey. What's abbey? Castle. This will be the kind of thing where I'm like, am I missing it? Abbey. Okay. She lives alone in the castle to the northwest of the abbey. The crumbling ruins of Ergmont Castle perched atop the hillside overlooking the village below. As I wander through the walled remnants, I'm reminded of the legend of the Ergmont horn that once hung proudly above the castle gateway. Although long since lost, it is said that the mystical horn, when blown by the rightful heir, has the power to restore the castle to its former glory. Is that... These aren't miles, are they? Oh, they are. 3 miles to the east. Let's water some plants, man. I feel like these plants are going to wilt from overwatering. Okay, so 1, or do we go 1, 2, 3, or do we? Is that 3? I'm gonna go with that one. No, wait. Oh, I have to will to explore first. Okay. That one. Yes! A dead tree, its bark cracked and blackened by fire, stands alone on the hillside. Off to one side, a patch of flowers grows on a low mound. Collect. New plant acquired. All right. Lovely little plant. Go this way. No room for classifications. Oh, okay. Wow. Running out of room. Not a thing wrong with that. Plants are amazing. Oh, you're supposed to be down here too. Okay. Well, I guess you'll be there. All right, let's close this stuff up and make it all nice and clean for the day. We still have this clue. Don't know what that's going to be for, but did it archive that card? I think it did. Oh, oh, okay. It was just like one of those things. Got it. Hey, Faye. I must thank you. Last night, for the first time in weeks, my mind was calmed. I am no longer tormented by visions of the woman in the jade mask and that terrible monster. Now I'm wondering if you have some worry less to keep my over anxious thoughts at bay. I'm wondering if I have some worry less. Yeah, worry less would be awesome. All right. Aptly named plant. Inhaling the smell of the flowers is said to ease the symptoms of anxiety. Okay, so all I have are leaves on a stem like that. Maybe this. Small yellow berries. It doesn't have a line down the center. Lavanus nana. No, I don't think so. Smell of the flowers. Okay. I can't rule out the old ones because of mislabeling. Wait, what was that last one? Just small red berries. Okay. Smells like sweet rhubarb. That doesn't. It's like the two grow from a nodule. That's why I thought it was one of these. It's like if you look at this, it kinda grows, but it's berries for sure. Give me a hint. Okay, so I do have it. And I haven't identified it, I'm guessing. Well, you never know. Maybe this is wrong? No. Oh my goodness gracious! Oh. Hop heart. Okay. I did not expect that to go. Oh, I forgot to pet you. I'm so sorry. You sound so lovely. Simone. I met a strange man on the road to Sedberg not 2 days ago. Stranger still, he asked after you. He said he had something for you. Don't ask me what. So I told him where to find you, but he looked stricken when I mentioned Undermere. Said he doesn't come near towns at all if he can help it. I think he was headed west. At least, I think he was. He said he was looking for the Winster Spring. I'll write this down for you. Anyway, that's my news. Did you manage to find the plant I wanted? The common trouse, yeah. I have that somewhere. Common trouse. Makes me think that that's... No, because it's labeled right, because I gave it to her. Man wanted to meet you, headed west from Sedberg, possibly near the source of the river Winster? What was that again? Headed west from Sedberg. Wait. Sedberg. I mean, I should know where we are, right? There. West from Sedberg. Near the source of the river. I mean, I guess lakes can be sources of rivers. But where's the word for Windsor? Here it is. Winster. Okay, so this is the source. The hermit's camp is easy to find. Nestled between two boulders above the spring, the cooled remains of a fire ringed by stone is the only immediate sign that anyone was here. I call out, but there is no reply. The hermit is not here. A more thorough search of the campsite yields something interesting. Tucked off to one side, I discover some broken pieces of wood arranged on the floor. Down 2 over 3. Okay. Down 2 over 3. The camp at the Windsor Spring has led me to another camp of sorts, where I am greeted by an eccentric man. Oh, yes, oh, the man says, you must take this, take it. At his insistence, I receive the looking glass that he thrusts in my hands. He places an envelope delicately on top. Oh, it's no use to me anymore. No use. Don't forget the red. Oh, wait, Ebony. I'm sure that he's quite mad. So we'll take what he's giving us, because mad people are always, you should always touch things they touch. It is said that the red ebony planet has the property of uncovering that which is hidden or secret. I have perfected a device designed to extract from the planet, in concert with a viewing window, in order to permit the user to see magics otherwise invisible to the naked eye. Cool. All right, so is this a clue? Oh, it's a letter. So let's take a look at this. How do I use it? Maybe this? All right, let's put our tools away. That one is done. This one is a letter. Red ebony plant. Huh. Do I have a red ebony? No. Okay, I'll set that aside for now. Conrad Stanway. I'm not long for this world, and I have decided that I want to be buried in a grave decorated with a rare and beautiful camellia, like Dreyer huntsmen with their Duranthium-covered tombs. Okay, let's find the camellia. You deserve that. Everybody deserves to leave the world they want to leave it, how they want to leave it. A rare plant that is believed to help the dead find peace in the afterlife. Those who can afford it place wreaths made from it on or at the graves of their loved ones. Camellia flowers almost always contain 6 petals. Finding a 7-petaled flower is considered to bring good fortune. Okay. So definitely in the plant section. This is 5. That's too many. It's 5. Wait, didn't I use this one? Did I forget to label it? Oh, shoot. No. Yeah, I know you do. Urgh. Yeah, so this one looks like a columbine. Maybe this one? No, this is the one that my fingers ache from touching it kind of thing. 5, 6. Did I mislabel Butterdale? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It looks very similar. Soft purple with a sweet scent. I mean, how did I also mislabel this? I swear to Bob, so many mislabels. All right. Could be, no, I want the label, please. Can we touch this label? Okay, here. Let's put it here. Maybe I have to... Yeah. So many mislabels. Okay. Unknown. Your reputation is growing, horticulturist. I hear you are the person to come to for plants that are difficult to acquire. My head feels like it is being torn in two lately. I'm looking for some hop heart. Hop heart, huh? Let's see. Inhaling the smoke, firm leaves grow up the stems, leading to blue flowers. That kind of looks like it. Let's do the hint. Yeah, okay, I have it. So it's not something weird. Oh, not it. Not it. Okay. Firm leaves. Firm leaves. Maybe. That just doesn't look like the drawing. Oh, stiff leaves, blue flowers. That's the one. That's like the most literal one. What do we call that one? Hop heart? Make sure I get the right one. Yeah. Can you move? Okay. Just wanted to make sure that heart wasn't spelled the funny way. And I doubt that's right. This is making me question my own mind. Verona Green. Reuben Ward has called on my unique expertise to aid in his investigation at the Swinson Stone Circle. Unique expertise. He knows how to flatter an old woman when he wants something. I thought about telling him to suck an egg. Gave it a good long thought, actually. But my curiosity has gotten the better of me. He must be desperate if he's coming to me. And I'll bet they found something juicy down there. Signs of ritual sacrifice, maybe. I could do with some witch of fug to take with me. Always comes in useful. Alright. Maybe it's witch fig. Yeah, witch fig. Witch fig. plant that is said to have many uses, including easing the symptoms of infection, soaking up moisture, detecting the presence of certain compounds. It is also well liked by butterflies. It has similar leaves to the fever kiss plant, which is often confused with. Do we have a fever kiss? Fever kiss, red berries. These are pale in color. Okay. So it looks like this, but it bears fruit. It always tells me, you've got that around here somewhere. And I'm like, are you sure? And I always have to go look in my stock of flowers because I've obviously gotten stuff wrong in the past. Felt like I was labeling appropriately. Was not. How I mean, no. I think that it is well liked by butterflies thing. I wonder if it's... Let's look at that one. I've called it shimmerlung, but maybe that's not right. No. Maybe this one? Pink flowers. Repeat that hint. Mushrooms? So maybe it just is this. Just has small yellow berries. Oh, okay. Oh. I'm sure we'll look at that when we get to it. I am not sure about that. I mean, y'all called it witch fig, but I can't trust my memory from 5 seconds ago. All right. Isidore Burbage. Never see anybody in your shop. It's a daily surprise to me that you're still in business. Believe me, I wouldn't be in here if I didn't have to be, especially with these damn cats still here. I need some bishop's parasol for a work-related matter. Yeah, you're nice. Bishop's parasol. I thought we identified this one. Okay. Bishop's parasol, the red one with the red things. Okay, red one, red things. Yeah, let's do a red label. Maybe. Maybe that's right. Never sure. Okay. End of day. Time to draw a card. The old man of Coniston looks out across the lake with blind eyes. His mind wanders with the current, floating gently southwards to the fork. Not long after, the girl left home. Her father wept, but he was so caught up in his own grief that he let her go and did not look for her. Huh. Day 6, Wednesday. This. Coniston. Huh. Oh, Coniston water. And there's a fork. The heavens open up as I reach the fork, to take a moment to pause and listen to the sound of water on water. I'm soaked through, but my spirits are high as I return home. I am not empty-handed. 2 new plants today. Ooh, pretty. Alright, let's just put this junk away. I always like to have a clean plate. Eleanor Bremmer. The insects make the salt marshes uninhabitable. People stay away, and not much grows there. But I know where to find an unusual plant. I've drawn you a map in case you decide it's worth your time. Thank you. It's a horrible map. Insects marsh. Let's take a look. Marsh. Marsh, marsh, marsh. 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 That should be a marking for marsh, but it doesn't look like it is. I'll have to look at it later. Let's get on with our day. Bethany Coleman, you are dressed well. Thank you for help and discretion earlier. The sisterhood is grateful, but the news that the Arda was poisoned with gilded dendra has everyone worried. The temporary acting Arda is panicking. I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but one of the sisters has gone missing. A runaway called Thea that we took in a few years ago. We're trying to find her, and Sister Charlotte remembered that the Jacobsworth plant is said to help locate people. I think I saw her, but I will keep that to myself. Jacobsworth. Drawn to the unusual flowers, but it is the leaves that have the most interesting properties. It is said that they will point their way towards any person you wish to locate and have been used successfully to find many lost wanderer. Let's get up here. So the leaves are waffly like that. Maybe this? Yes. All right. Arthur Cook, you look dry. It is my wife's birthday and I wanted to get her something special. There was a plant that she used to love as a child, but she hasn't been able to find it in any years. It's a sort of bulb-like, and it has a strong smell to it, but it's strong in a good way. And the flowers more like lots of little flowers. Okay, try this one. No. Bulb. I mean, it says lots of little flowers. So this shouldn't be it. But I'll try it anyway. No! Okay. Bulb. This one? It's pungent but not unpleasant. Soft waxy leaves. Okay. Forest camphor. Forest camphor. Okay. At least I have that right. Ugh. Innes Elford. We've had our eye on you for some time now. Join us. Praise be the Dendru. Praise be the Dendru? I represent a group called the Seeds of Redemption. Your expertise would be very useful to us, and we have much to offer in return. Let us know we can count on you by leaving a single St. John's poppy flower outside the Sagtail Church before Friday. Do not make the mistake of ignoring us. Really? Great. What is today? Wednesday. I'll think on it. Verona Green. I have returned from Swinside. I must admit I was hoping for more to go on, but there were certainly signs of a ritual having been performed at the Stone Circle. And the poor victim, well, the less said about him is the better. Reuben had it right, though. Grisly. I have the beginnings of a theory, but I'd like to run some tests on a sample of the gilded dendra. Gilded dendra coming up, if I can find it. I can't remember what it looks like. Let's look it up here. See, I thought that this was the gilded dendra, but it's not. Wait, I thought we used the gilded dendra. Okay. Because we used the gilded dendra for the Arda. Okay. Yeah, I have no more space. That could be a worse thing to have. And wood. My aunt died 2 weeks ago, and I inherited her house. I've been sifting through her possessions, and last night I found something unusual. In a forgotten corner of the attic, I found a coffin. More unusual still, it was bound by strong vines. So strong that I cannot cut through them. I immediately thought of your shop. You know about plants, right? Royal genitalia. I mean, genta. Royal gentian. Sometimes called Everheart, the pink flowers of the royal gentian are made up of 2 large kidney-shaped petals. So, this guy. Yeah. Book entry. Where are my labels? All right, end of day. So end of day means end of episode, but let's draw a card first. What does the card bring? 5 miles south of the tallest one. It grows in peace in the midday sun. Before she left, she returned to her hiding place and carefully retrieved the book, her excitement building as she did. She couldn't articulate what was so alluring to her about the book, but by now it had become an obsession. Thank you all so much for joining me. You all have a lovely day.